Hey everybody! So I am just getting some things done around my house, getting things cleaned, scrubbing my floors, scrubbing the bathrooms, doing all of those things while I have an extra day off this week. So anyways, welcome back to Client Stories with Amy. So I have a case of somebody who is an NPE and she did not know she was an NPE. She was a DNA surprise. All of her family pretty much has passed away and is pretty much her, a first cousin, and then her husband and children. That's literally all that's left of her family line. So she has no one to ask any questions. So she did the usual things that people do when they find out that their DNA matches do not line up with their dad. They start to Google and they look at Facebook and they ask their friends. And one of their friends was a former client of ours, a solved client. And she says, you need to see DNA Angels. They're going to help you. They have a support group on Facebook that can help you vent and talk and connect with other people that are just like us. Like, we're not alone in this. There's a whole community of people that can help us. And so that's what she did. She contacted DNA Angels and she went into our support group, and she's actually in our support group all the time. She's posting probably at least 2 to 3 times a month. So we ended up getting her case. We invited her to all of the things and show her how to upload her stuff to MyHeritage, and started working on her DNA matches and got everything sorted. Her case originally looked like it was going to be super easy. It looked like it was going to be a really fast open and shut case, and that was not the case. She had a lot of DNA matches. She had some higher DNA matches at like 200, 300, 400 centimorgans, and a lot of them were adopted or NPEs themselves. So we can pretty much tell really quickly if somebody's been adopted or an NPE by just looking at their tree. So when we've identified a most recent common ancestor, we know how these DNA matches are supposed to line up somewhere in this tree. We know that they should match the surname Williams and Smith. They should match those. But if they have no Williams and Smith in their tree, they have a bunch of other names that do not line up with all the other DNA matches, that immediately gives us a clue that they're an NPE or they're adopted or something is going on with their family line. So she had a lot of these people in her tree that just didn't know. And I sent a lot of them messages saying, hey, if you happen to need help, this is who we are. We're happy to help you. Just kind of subtly giving them that information that we're here to help. They're not alone. So it took a little bit of mapping and a lot of time trying to sort through a few things, but we were able to identify her birth father. He was an only son, so it was really, really easy on us. He is still living. We can't find him, but he's still living. So we did the next best thing. When we can't find a biological parent, their contact information for whatever reason, he's older, he's probably living with family or in a assisted living facility, a nursing home, something along those lines. We tried to find family members that are connected to him. So usually his children, maybe a spouse, siblings, nieces, nephews, whatever we could. So we ended up giving our clients some information on the family line and some contact and social media links and a couple of email addresses, just because, you can't have too many ways to contact somebody, you know what I mean? So we passed all of that along to her, and she ended up saying, okay, let me wait on this. And so she waited, and then about a week later, she reached out to a half sibling who did say, yes, our dad is still living. He is actually in a nursing home, and I'm happy to take you there to go meet him. I don't know if it's going to be any help, but I'm here to help you. Let's figure out this mystery. I don't know if you're my sibling, but let's see if we can figure this out together. And so they did, and they ended up talking this half sibling into DNA testing, and it came back as a half sibling. And they've accepted her. They've accepted our client, which is really great. But I want to cut this one a little bit short. I want you to not forget we have our book here. So Finding My Roots, a journal of discovery. It has a bunch of different pages to help you, journaling prompts, some coloring pages, some quotes, inspirational messages, things like that. So don't forget to get that. That's on our website. You'll be able to find the link to that book. But I will see you later, and I'm going to leave you with another picture of that book so you can find it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.